Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Today I have for you 5 things for you to consider when you submit a video for the NPR Tiny Desk contest. I decided that I was going to research this and figure out what it really was that made somebody a contender to win the Tiny Desk contest. And so I started researching all the YouTube videos I could find. I went down into the deepest catacombs of the NPR Tiny Desk YouTube page, and I started finding videos of the winners for each of the previous years. So the winner for 2019, the winner for 2018, 2017. I'd been doing this for about 25 minutes, and I figured out that NPR did this already. It's on their page. They have a whole playlist of this. If you go back, there's each year previous and the winner of that year and their submission for that year. Super helpful. So I watched each of those videos, and I found 5 things that each one had in common. They are energetic, they are emotional, they are interesting and engaging, they are unique, and all the videos suck. I'll tell you why later. Number 1, each submission had energy. Imagine this, you're in a room with somebody, you're playing guitar, and you're performing a song for them. When you're in that same vicinity as your audience, it's very easy for your dynamics and your energy to come across because you're sitting in the room with them. For a video, and this is true for any video submission, you need to make sure that your dynamics are exaggerated. So your lows should be lower than low, and your highs should be higher than high. You want to make sure that there's a huge contrast between any of those dynamics, and that's what gives you the most energy. That's what gives your piece the most energy. You cannot expect anybody to be interested in your song if you're playing like this and hoping that people are listening. You want to grab people by the throat. You want them to hear you. You want to get their attention immediately. So keep that in mind. The biggest thing, most important, is your energy needs to be above par. It needs to be huge and incredibly interesting and engaging for anybody to want to listen to you. That's true always, but especially for these video submissions. Number 2, emotion. One thing I found that was really interesting is a lot of the submissions, they cussed. There is profanity in the submissions, and that's not a big deal. I mean, NPR puts a little warning before any videos that have profanity in them, but I was kind of surprised that so many of the contest winners had profanity in their videos. I mean, there's people just dropping the F-bomb all over the place. You're performing for somebody, you're showing this to NPR, but do not hold back at all. If they don't like what you have to offer, then they don't like what you have to offer. You cannot water yourself down. You cannot change who you are to make them like you better. Okay, so that's really important. Don't water yourself down. And 2, pick a song that makes you feel something. Pick your favorite song. If you have a song that you wrote that really gets you emotional, and like sometimes you start tearing up a little bit, that's a perfect song for the NPR Tiny Desk. Don't pick your hit. Pick something that you care about personally. Number 3, each of the videos were engaging. They were interesting. They appealed to me as a viewer within 2 seconds. Each video, if I started hearing a guitar lick, that guitar lick was cool and fun by the second or third note. There's something interesting about it. So make sure that your songs don't have these big build-ups. You don't want to have 30 seconds of nothing happening. If you have vocals in your song, which I assume most of you will, make sure the vocals come in soon. If your normal song's arrangement has guitar for 16 measures, 32 measures, cut that. Give the guitar like a little tag at the beginning and hit them hard immediately. You want your vocals to come through as soon as possible because that's the most interesting and engaging part of your song, right? And once you have their attention, you kind of have a little bit of room to play with that. So maybe you get their attention in the beginning and then you kind of let them wait a little bit. That possibly could work. You just want to make sure that you grab their attention at the beginning. Number 4, each of the videos were unique. So I think this is a really big thing. If you go and look at all the different videos that artists have submitted of people playing at the Tiny Desk, all the different artists that have played at NPR, there's something unique and special about each one of them. This is not just the same singer-songwriter circle for each video. Think about people who have gotten famous through NPR. Think about people who are playing that Tiny Desk. I mean, there's some weird acts that go there, and that's the coolest thing about the Tiny Desk is that they're not putting a limit on who shows up. They just want the music to be good and they want the artistry and creativity to be good. Number 5, and I think this is the most important one, all the videos suck. Let's say you film yourself playing a song and you have one camera set up and that camera is rolling the whole time and you play that song and you nail it. As a viewer, I know, because there's only one camera angle, that you did that song in one take. Now, if you have two cameras, if I have one in front of me and one off to the side, and they're both rolling the whole time, and I do that same song, as soon as there's one cut between those cameras, now it's possible for you, as an artist, as a musician, to have played that song 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 times and comped those takes together. This is a really big warning sign for Bob Boyle and anybody at NPR, because now they know that maybe you didn't do this song in one take. Maybe you did 2 or 3 takes or 5 takes. Even really big touring acts and really famous artists will come and play at Tiny Desk and they get super nervous because it's like a very, very intimate situation and they know that this video is going to be streamed in front of thousands and thousands of people. It's nerve-wracking, and so you need to show the team there that you can do this no matter what in one take, and that you're totally comfortable and competent and confident in your song and your performance, that you can do this NPR Tiny Desk in one take and nail it, right? Super important. So keep that in mind. Your videos do not need to be high quality, and I actually think that the better produced your videos are, the smaller the chance you have of being chosen to be a Tiny Desk artist. Hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments you want underneath and let me know what you would like to see in future videos. Let me know if you have any questions, and let's always keep a discussion open.